Good day, farmers. Today we are going to look into one important aspect in crop production, which is soil sampling. Why is it important to take soil samples? It's important such that we know the soil pH level of our soil, such that we know whether it is high or it is low. The ideal temperature pH for most crops is between 5.5 of pH level to 6.8 level. So we should make sure our pH range is within that range for our best crop production. If the pH becomes too low, acidic to the levels of 4, 3, it makes other nutrients which are required by the crops not available to the crops. Even if you apply these nutrients in fertilizers, they will still become unavailable for crop use because they will be locked by the condition of the soil, which is low soil pH. And again, if the soil pH is again too high, some crops, they do not tolerate sodic conditions. Hence, it also affects crop production and the yield. And our target here as farmers is getting high yields because we want to get high revenue. So we should take care of soil pH. And also, we want to know how much fertilizer we should actually apply to our soils, so that we don't lose much of dollars in applying fertilizer which is not required, or under applying fertilizers to the soil, which will make us realize low yields at the end of the day. So I'm going to take you through how soil sampling is done. So when you are taking soil samples, you have to take these soil samples, at least 10 of them. We have to select a land which is homogeneous or which is similar in terms of the soil aspect, even the slope, such that we have a representative soil sample at the end of the day. There are areas which we should avoid to take samples, like where we have applied manure, or where there are ashes, or where there is some crop residues. Those areas we should avoid them because they are not too representative of our fields. So we are going to use a wall to demonstrate how we are going to get these soil samples. You come to your ground, you remove, like I said earlier, the debris. So you clear the debris away. Then we dig a hole which is about 15 centimeters down into the soil, like that. When we have got our hole, we want to make a slice of the soil which is about 3 centimeters thick. So that slice of the soil, we cut it from the top down the profile of the basin. Collect this slice into a bucket or any container that we can use to take the soil. We break the cloth down, run smooth. After taking your 10 samples from the field, you mix the samples thoroughly so that they mix all together. Because from these 10 samples, we want to draw one compost sample which is about 1 kg in weight. So you mix the soil thoroughly. After mixing the 10 soil samples, we now want to take the soil to the laboratory for analysis. So we will have to take approximately 1 kg to the laboratory. We have to look for a sample packs where we can put our soils. So after filling our sample pack, we then have to label our pack for identification, such that when it went to the laboratory, they can identify the farmer, and also we can also be able to identify the field where the soil sample was taken from. So we have to label the pack. So this information is very important. So when the results come, we can then assign them to the appropriate block of land where we took the samples. Normally, the results would differ from field to field and from block to block, depending on practice that have been done previously or the crop that has grown previously. After analysis from the lab, we now have a laboratory test report which shows the soil results that came from our soil sample. These results then will help us to see the soil pH and nutritional composition of our soil, such that we know how much fertilizers we should apply, whether we should apply lime or we should not apply lime, and which type of lime should we use to correct the pH, should we require to correct the pH. But in our instance, as a Matopos Agriculture Center of Excellence, our soil sample shows that our pH is 7.03, which means that we will not require to apply lime. But however, we will require to apply some other nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium.